Hi guys, Russ here, and welcome to a new year. Here we are, 2017, at the workbench, and today we have a 2-hour delay before school, so I figured it's quiet in the house, might as well make a video on my winter of 2017 update. And so what's been going on since the holidays? Generally just the same old stuff, model building and a few acquisitions and more model building. December was really good. I got a lot done during my holiday break. I had a whole week off, so I was able to paint and build and do a few exciting things. Mostly just catch up on a lot of builds. The 0 for the M group build is very close to being done. I know I haven't done any videos on it on my channel, but I actually got my base and my stick all drilled and placed, and that's ready for staining. And the plane itself, all the fuselage and the wings, everything's all buttoned up and filled and sanded. It's really a matter of painting my pilot. He's really I just haven't been really into painting figures in a while, so it's my mojo for that is lacking. But once he's done, I can get the canopy on, start painting, put on an aerial, decals, weather a little bit, and she's ready to go. So no, so that was a fun build. I like the plane on a stick concept, and you will be seeing more of them. There definitely will be a final reveal on that model subject. The Operation Typhoon entry is getting there. My BMW with sidecar is all painted, and it's really ready for weathering process. And the figures are about ready to get some paint. And I got a frame for the base and everything, so it's just a matter of getting it together. A lot of my builds for 2017 it will be about just getting everything together for final installation. And what else was going on there? I put a lot of time into my Star Wars AT-AT, and that again, it's been almost fully completely painted at this point. I just got to put on a clear coat and start the weathering process. I really want to take some time to modulate the colors using oils, which I've been watching a lot of nice videos from Panzermeister 36. He had a really good hour-long tutorial or guidelines, not even guidelines, just a video on general tank and armor weathering, going through the different steps of washing and applying mud and chipping and using oil as a means to modulate panels. It was very good. It wasn't over the top, but he was right on target with terminology and different approaches and styles. So that was a very good video, and I took a few notes. I've never applied oil as a means to distort color or modulate color, so it's a whole new frontier. And Panzermeister 36 has really good stuff. If you've never seen his channel, I highly recommend it, especially if you're into armor. Good stuff. Yeah, so getting that stuff done. I've been also moving along on some builds that are not on my channel as far as updates. I don't update all my builds. That would be crazy. But I have Dragon's Tiger 131, and wow, I just put a lot into it this past weekend, and it's really coming together really well. It's a fun Tiger build. And also the Tiger 2 that came out last year from Dragon. It's got the pre-molded on Zimmerit, and it's got the engine lift boom that comes with it. That's almost completely built at this point. If you've been watching my Magic Tracks tutorials. I use that as a model. That build's really been fun, and I'm going to actually do a review on it. Just my thoughts on pre-molded Zimmermann and what is happening to Dragon. I guess that is a criticism. I think they jumped the shark as far as product. I think their better years are behind them. But if I'm wrong, I'd like to hear the argument against it. But, oh well. I mean, the models are still good, but I just think they should really stop producing DS tracks and maybe stop just throwing in old molds. If they're going to make a new kit, just make new molds. I understand there's a market situation, they actually have to make new molds, but I think some people are willing to pay for good money for a good kit. And my general thoughts on that King Tiger was that they're charging a lot of money for a kit that's kind of, looks nice in a Cyber Hobby box, but maybe not Dragon. I hope that's not heresy I just spoke, but that's just, as a model builder, that's how I observed that kit. That was overpriced for not much. The pre-Zimmermann is nice. I don't have any issues with it. I suppose you buy a $40 Dragon kit that doesn't come with Zimmermann and you have to go buy it. It comes to about $60, so as far as the retail value, it's okay, fine, but still kind of high, I think. But again, my opinion, and I could be wrong, and I'm open to persuasion. Alright, enough of Russell and business, because that's something I really shouldn't be talking about. Anyway, what is in my hand? I have in my hand a Monogram B17 fuselage, which has been completely sanded using various grits of sandpaper to get that nice smooth finish, minus the sinkholes and divots that comes with the kit. But that's okay. We like it. This is vintage. This is like 19. This kit's been around for a long time. It's older than me, and it's older than some of you. Alright, but it's a good kit, and it's the only kit of its kind. If you want to build a 148 B17, this is it, baby. And I don't understand this great mystery. Why, in this universe, nobody has bothered to make a 148 B17. We're going to make 1/32. We'll make all these other scales, but we won't do 148. I think there's a conspiracy involved. And it's all those aftermarket people. Right? Because that's what we do. We buy all these aftermarket stuff and load it into these kits, which I've discovered you don't need. I mean, and again, this is my opinion, but I bought a lot of stuff. I blew probably $50, $60 on aftermarket for internal cockpit doohickeys. And I kind of thought maybe, this might be over the top, because I'm not a big fan of building detail and then hiding it. That just seems a waste of my time. So the more I started to dry fit things and think about things and looking at the canopies, like those canopies, you really can't see very well through them. So I think I'll be very selective on my aftermarket items. Just stuff that will be visible and accents the kit. Like I did get some external aftermarket stuff for the externals, which will be seen and improves things, but most of the internal stuff I got, I'm thinking I'm just going to go buy the invisible B17 sometime in the future and do a cutaway. The last model show in November, somebody brought that kit to the show, and it was really nicely done. And I said, that's where that aftermarket stuff really comes through, because you can actually see it. You can see the fire extinguishers and the boxes and the doohickeys and the chairs and the radios and all those little things. But you really can't see it when it's all buttoned up. So I think I'll just have to do that. Yeah, so it's really good. And at this point, I'm at the stage of, I'm just going to get some rescribe those panel lines. And again, this is going to be like a winter project. All I want to do is just get the panel lines all rescribed before spring, and then when spring comes, start the painting of the insides. So I got plenty of time, no rush, not a race. I will probably do a little bit of a video log on it. I've already commenced making videos. I have tape, but nothing's been edited. It's all raw. We'll see, because I don't have too many aircraft on my channel. I did that Stuka, and I did my BF-109E when I was living out in Colorado. German Aces group build. Wow, that's like 2013 I did that. Wow, that's a long time ago. My channel was just new. There was a lot of new people then too. Gilbert Red Dragon was new too. Wow, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so I need more airplanes. I know international British modelers probably, yes, more airplanes, Russ. That's what you need. So that's that for the B-17. As far as builds this year, I really just want to take 2017 as a time to get works in progress done. I was getting heckled by a few people, just jokingly, by I got this Meng Bradley behind me. It's been stuck to my head every time you guys watch this show, and they're like, "Ross, you never build it." Yes, I know. I don't want to build something like that until a lot of things. I have so many builds on the go. You're never gonna know. Nope. I won't admit. I'm ashamed of it. But that would be a good question. How many builds does Russ really have on the go? It's like, how many jelly beans are in the jar? I don't even know, because I've reboxed a lot. I've forgotten about them. I really have forgotten about a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So I basically just want to finish things up, like the Huey, that Hankel. You know, I got that BF-109 132 scale from when Clint, the Mad Modeler. Haven't heard from him in a while. I know he's been having some things going on, but you know, go build big or go home group build. That was what, from 2015. You know, it's just, I'm looking at it right now. It's right there. It's in parts, just sitting there collecting dust. I can't have that. You know, things break, things get lost. So this year, I'm just gonna wrap things up. What I am participating in for this year, and that will probably be it, is the Adam Mann has been, he's going to be hosting 2 group builds this year. One is about German half-tracks, and it's taking place January 2017 all the way through June, to the end of June, so it's 6 months, and it's anything German half-track. And after that, from June all the way to December, will be the anniversary of the debut of the Tiger tank from came out in 1942. So it'll be a 75th anniversary. So definitely going to participate in that. I got a bunch of Tigers. I probably got one right here. I may build this one. It's the Dragon Tiger Initial. Or I may just build an early Tiger one. I've thought about it because, you know, I'm starting to collect immense parts of Tiger parts, spare parts from these Dragon Tigers. I've only built 2 and I have a pile of extras. So what I might do is just buy like an Antilleri Tiger, or maybe something Tamiya, you know, some lower quality, and just take all those spares and try to mix and match and make it work. So I just want to get rid of them. I do throw away spare parts from time to time when I know I will not use it and nobody will ever want it. Sometimes I do sell it on eBay to get rid of it because people will buy it if it's good stuff. But I have a whole box. I'm looking at it. It's right there. It's about this big. And it's just filled with stuff, so I gotta make use for it. So those are the group builds that I really want to focus on, and the rest of my year I just want to get rid of all these works in progresses. The group build for that German half track, what I am building is this from Trumpeter. And it's the SDKF Z7. It's the early half track. It's going to be towing the 15 centimeter howitzer. And as far as the group build, I'm just going to build the half track. Build it, paint it, weather it, and take a picture. If there is time, I will, because I was going to build this kit anyway. It just so happened to fit in just like a glove that Adaman wanted to do this group build. So I do want to do the howitzer and have it towing. Then hopefully down the road get a diorama. But for the group build, I'm just going to build the half track alone. I don't want to do more than I can handle, which has been my usual problem in the past, but I'm going to try to work around that. So things overall in the workbench are good. Again, I'm working one job now, so I got time. It does get cold here in the basement in the winter. The snow, we got 2 inches today, so I've seen it a lot worse. Last year was worse, so I'm not going to complain. I'm actually building and painting down here right now, whereas the last 2 years it's been build just a little bit, paint very little. Speaking of painting, speaking of painting, I did make an acquisition that I thought was important. So what I wanted to do was kind of get a general airbrush. So I've been using that Pash VL for forever, which works well, serves me well. I still plan on using it. I love spraying enamels with it, and I have plenty of enamel paint to last me quite a while. So, but I do want something that shoots Vallejo and AK a little more comfortably. And did some searching, so I went out and picked up the Badger Patriot airbrush. The price tag was very comfortable, so I got it, and I'm very happy with it. I also picked up some quick change disconnects, which is something that's I've had an itch for about a year, so I finally went and got them. And those just make things a lot easier. I can switch airbrushes very quickly now. I don't have to stoop down, grab my wrench, and disconnect hoses, because that's what I do. I change hoses, and I don't care for that. So now it's just pop on, pop off, go to town, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice little airbrush. So again, I don't really talk much about airbrushes on my channel. Maybe this year I might start doing some sort of tutorials on painting. I know my Tools of the Hobby series, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like I need to start talking about painting. I've done everything about building, but I just don't like getting involved in the hoopla of airbrushing, who's got the best and the worst and all this. So I need to find a way to talk about airbrushing without getting into all that. So maybe just the basics of airbrushing, the basic principles that are universal to all airbrushes. So really it's just a matter of doing it. And also the other thing is there is so much on YouTube about airbrushing. Like, you don't need another person to talk about it. What I might do is just go and watch one afternoon all these videos and then kind of find where there's gaps and fill them in. So that's something for me to chew on over this year. Well, that's about it. I don't want to talk too much, but this is my world in the hobby right now. Having fun, I'm enjoying myself. So I will see all of you sometime in the future. I hope things are going really well at your workbenches and you got interesting builds going on and you're learning and you're experiencing the journey as I am here. So you guys have fun, be safe, and I'll see you again here on YouTube. Goodbye.